Folks, have you voted yet? If not, you might want to get on that soon, because a whole lot of America already has. The turnout is simply unprecedented. This year, we're seeing early voting numbers like never before. Lines around the block, stretching as far as the eye can see. Mailboxes stuffed fuller than a Thanksgiving turkey. It's a sight to behold. It's a beautiful, chaotic mess of democracy in action. People from all walks of life coming together to make their voices heard. Now, I know what you're thinking, Stephen. Does this mean anything? Does this early surge indicate a trend? Is it good news for one side or the other? Well, hold your horses. It's way too early to make any predictions. It's way too early to call this race. The final results are still up in the air. The only thing we know for sure is that Americans are fired up to vote. The enthusiasm is palpable. And that, my friends, is always a good thing. A high voter turnout is a sign of a healthy democracy. So why the surge in early voting? What's driving this unprecedented participation? Some say it's the convenience. The ability to vote on your own schedule is a game changer. Others say it's the passion. People are more engaged and motivated than ever before. Maybe it's just that people are sick and tired of campaign ads. The constant barrage can be overwhelming. Whatever the reason, this election is shaping up to be one for the history books. The energy and participation are truly remarkable. We're in the final stretch now, folks, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the political equivalent of those last 2 minutes in a football game where anything can happen, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Both candidates are pulling out all the stops, leaving no stone unturned in their quest for victory. Vice President Harris is on a whirlwind tour, hitting those key states, trying to rally the base and energize her supporters. Her message? Unity, folks. Bringing the country together after, shall we say, a tumultuous few years. She's emphasizing the need for healing and cooperation. And what about former President Trump? He's back in the spotlight, as fiery as ever. Well, he's back to doing what he does best. Holding massive rallies, riling up the crowds, and making headlines with his bold statements. His message, make America great again. Because why fix what ain't broke, right? He's banking on nostalgia and his loyal base to carry him through. Who's got the momentum? It's anyone's guess. The polls are tight, and every vote counts. One thing's for sure, though. This election is going down to the wire. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a bumpy ride. The nation is on edge, and the world is watching. Let's talk swing states, folks. Those battleground states where this election will be won or lost. We're talking Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia. Places where the polls are tighter than my Aunt Edna's girdle after a Thanksgiving feast. The pollsters, bless their hearts, are working overtime, crunching numbers, trying to make sense of it all. But let's be honest, the only poll that matters is the one on Election Day. One thing's clear, though, every vote counts. I mean it, folks. Your vote is your voice. It's your chance to shape the future of this country. So, if you haven't already, get out there and vote. Section 4. Anxious Whispers, Fears of Disruption and Discord. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't address the elephant in the room, the palpable tension that seems to be hanging in the air, the worry, the anxiety, the fear that this election might not be, how shall we say, as straightforward as we hope. There have been whispers, folks, rumors of potential unrest, of things not going as planned, of attempts to sow doubt in the process, to shake the very foundation of our democratic system, to maybe even overturn the results, causing a ripple of uncertainty. It's enough to make a fellow reach for the antacids, to feel that knot in the stomach tighten. But here's the thing, we can't let fear paralyze us. We must stand firm and resolute. We can't let the actions of a few undermine the will of the many. Our collective strength is our greatest asset. We have to believe in the strength of our democracy, in the resilience of our institutions, in the power of our vote, which is the cornerstone of our freedom, and in the fundamental goodness of the American people. Together, we can overcome any challenge. Section 5, your voice, your vote, your future. So, here we are, folks, on the eve of another historic election. The stakes are high, the tension is palpable, and the future is uncertain. But you know what? That's okay. Because in America, we embrace uncertainty. We thrive on it. It's what makes us who we are. So go out there and vote, America. Vote like your future depends on it, because it does. And remember, no matter who wins or loses, we're all Americans. Let's treat each other with respect, civility, and maybe a little bit of humor, because Lord knows we're gonna need it.